your table tennis. Racket equals father. Everyone just wants a piece of this. Get your racket and drive to the line. Okay. First placed in 1980s. Crazy. I'm curious to solve the shuttlecock, which is the fun word for the... Oh, it's also called a birdie in Canada here. Birdie goes to Christ. Also called a birdie. Oh man, I get to solve how every bird in the universe is a Christ Father combo. This, oh my gosh, if you waited this long, you got a real good gem. It's very obvious. Christ at the front, Father at the end. I love tiny packages. Slice the word bird in half. And just like the word holy, just like the word word. Bird is the word, okay? Bird is the word, but the word bird, the word holy, and the word word are identical, where Christ gets the front half and Father gets the last half. So Father gets the last word, if you will, on bird. But look at the offsets. Bird is the word of the day. Bird is the word. So look, BI in bird, the BI is Christ minus 66. Offsets of sixes are king. Okay, and then this 22 is minus 36 from Father. Good night. I've just solved every bird in the history of the universe and all use of the word bird and birdies for the glory of Christ and Father. It is exactly this. And see this? See how Christ and Father have an equal number of letters, so that when you slice words like bird in half, you get, you know, these two letters on the left, these two letters on the right. So here's how Christ and Father take the glory for the word bird. It's very simple. This I already said it. BI is Christ minus 66. RD is Father minus 36. It starts with a +2, it ends with a +1, pointing to Father, and these are the letters that bind them together, half a love. Okay, we saw that, remember? When we solved the word history, love is at the dead center, so there's your half love binding together Christ and Father in the great word bird. As in, there's probably more birds in this universe than I can name or count, certainly. So bird has now been solved. It's a Christ Father combo. Wow, don't you love that? Small packages. Christ, Father, bird is the word. Done. Bird is the word. Okay, back to our story. So, I'm happy with solving the word birdie. Now, how about a shuttlecock? Yeah, it obviously parallels Christ, just like the word birdie. Interesting. So, don't mess with the data. Check it out. I see the following happening. A racket makes contact with the birdie, which goes to Christ. That's a Christ-Father combo. Remember, birdie? This has really hit it home to you. We call it a birdie here in Canada all the time. I've never called it a shuttlecock. To me, that takes too long to pronounce. I say, oh, could you get the birdies? Bring the rackets and the birdies, and we're good for badminton. Yeah, that's what everyone says. But look at how this is an obvious Christ-Father combo. Birdie equals 47, Christ minus 30. Good night. But it's the same number of letters. It's the exact same design. 1 plus 2, and in order. The 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2 is 3 letters that divide by 3. So birdie is flawless for Christ, racket was flawless for Father, equals Father, is good night. Good night, I've said enough. When that birdie hits the racket, the birdie is Christ, the racket is Father. Who's controlling the birdie? Well, the rackets are. The rackets are the Father. By the way, the word racket equals hammer. You know, when you strike like a nail, equals anvil, by the way, you know. So the birdie is being controlled by the rackets. Racket equals Father. Birdie goes to Christ. Now, and then there's a backup confirmation because shuttlecock parallels Christ. And you can practically spell Christ with these letters. You got the SH, you got the T, you got the C's in there. Here's the R from an O and a C. Verbatim, Christ is sitting in the letter shuttlecock. In fact, shuttlecock is Christ plus 60. Oh my Lord and my God. Woo! We are solving badminton. Grab your birdies and your rackets in the name of Father and the Christ and go play some badminton. So shuttlecock is Christ plus 60. And this is glaring because it's 137. Christ is 77. So it's so fast to do it in your brain. You know, birdie equals, why don't I streamline my data here and just, yeah, we'll just slam this on the end like I've done over there. Birdie equals Christ minus 30. So let's line this up so you can see the obvious data here. I'm very aware that I'm solving badminton, one of the most famous games in the entire universe, for the glory of Christ and the Father. This is most epic as always. You're watching Derek QB Live. All right, so there we go. So there is your flawless, everybody say flawless. There is your flawless data for the glory of Christ on every birdie and shuttlecock in the history of the universe to glorify Christ. And like I said, what controls the flight of this shuttlecock, this said birdie? Well, clearly Father does, namely the racket, because racket equals Father, equals hammer, equals anvil, and a host of other famous words, equals science. But there it is. There's the data on badminton for you. Father is in the house with your racket. Birdie, and these are flawless because, so allow me to paint this for you. Birdie is how we say it the fastest in here in Canada. So there's your 1 plus 1, here's your 2 plus 2s, and then your 3 3s are left over. And look at how they're in similar positions. Literally the plus 1 in both words is wedged between the 2 plus 2s, okay? And then you got the 3 letters that divide by 3, 2 of which are the same, the other one differs by 6. So it's all offsets of beautiful 6s when you sort this whole thing out to make this golden minus 30. And then amazingly, shuttlecock is the other word for birdie, jumps at 60 points plus. Isn't that stunning? Just riveting how God has this all wrapped up with Christ at the center and Father owns the racket in badminton and you're just having a heyday. So, shuttlecock is in the house. You can spell shuttlecock like here's your Christ in shuttlecock. There's your SH. Here's your T. Here's your C. And then I'm going to do something. Now what? We need the other half love. We're missing 27. Oh, here's one way to do it, an L and an O. A famous, very famous half love, the first 2 letters. So there's Christ verbatim, and then the rest equals 60. Yes. So, but the overall offset is just plain awesome. I mean, and then there's other glories to point out with Christ taking the shuttlecock. The fact, like the S is the 1 plus 1 in shuttlecock. And of course that is the only plus 1 in Christ. And then you've got your H and T in Christ. So let's just go there. You know, just pick off the H and the T, and then the rest is just what other equivalences do you want to point out here? Well, you must put these remaining 3 plus 2s together to make a single team. Okay, those must go together to make a party of 3s. That spells 36, if I'm correct. Yeah, 36. So, and then 30. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can see. The C and the LO, right, equals that. And then this 24 completes the holy. So shuttlecock equals holy Christ or pure Christ. And we found those components. I just did it and I just walked through it with a little more patience there. I love the fact that it's actually the last syllable, similar to the last syllable in birdie, that ends up providing an overall plus 2 for Christ, the word cock. Okay, pure 3s, single plus 1, cock there. And then this is divides by 3. But there you go. Okay, so the shuttlecock and the birdie go to Christ. The racket goes to Father in badminton. The name is from Victorian times, when badminton was first discovered and became popular. Goose or duck feathers, of course. All right, a shuttle. Oh, that's funny. Interesting, interesting. All right, that's fun enough for me on badminton. Any other sports that we want to dig up? How would you deal with racquetball? Oh my gosh, racquetball equals love Father, the greatest commandment. Once again, it's invented by someone who has a father name. Joseph is father. And his last name is also father. That's a very beautiful last name. Comes from paddleball. Oh yeah, paddleball. Right. That's amazing, because squash, as spelled like that, equals racquetball, as spelled like that. There, in this case, it's father at the dead center. This is such a cool gem on the name in Britain. That's amazing. Racquetball equals father ball equals basketball, by the way. Bass equals rack. Basketball equals racquetball equals father ball. And then squash, it equals the same thing. So squash equals racquetball. And there's your father at the dead center. Amazing. And ball equals half a love. Oh yeah, no, racquetball is the exact same thing as squash. In order, there's father at the front, and there's your half love at the end. Squash equals racquetball with father in order. Ay carumba. Doesn't this make you want to grab a racket and get in there? This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculously cool. I don't know what else to say except keep talking. Racquetball and squash. Absolutely mind-blowing. Father at the front. Amazing. And then the endings are the same. Like, who in their right mind, who in all of world history would have ever, look at that. Racquetball equals squash, ball equals SH, the half love. Racket equals father, squat, and then squat has father at center. You're just like, there it is. I need to get in the gym. Okay. That's disturbing. People playing racquetball. Even the brand E-Force parallels father. In fact, E-Force is like really good for father. I'm all of a sudden I'm really into racket sports. There's something extremely pure about these sports. Like, I've always loved being inside of a racquetball room because it's so pure. It's like white walls all around you. Like, it's like the most Spartan environment you can place a human. It's like pristine cube with no messages coming at you. It's like the holy sanctuary. It's like the holy of holies, but you got a ball to have fun in it. It's like whack, just purity, you know, pure exercise. Same thing with the tennis court. The purity of sport, like just clean, no message, just, there you go. By the way, the word cube parallels father. That's awesome. So now we're really hitting it out of the park here on competitions, all this stuff. Just, you can get detailed. I'll just take a look here. Front wall parallels father. Service line, by the way, is a very famous... Service line is huge in sports. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Service line is flaws for father, plus 2s exceed plus... There's 4 plus 2s, 2 plus 1s. Service line parallels father. And again, father gets the last syllable. This word line is what completes the target. Service equals tennis. All right. Enough said. Service line is important. Short line. Any line, of course, the word line goes to father. That's obvious. Front wall, back wall? What the? I'm not understanding what. Why do they do this on the same? I don't understand. What the? Where's that? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, that's what they're talking about. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh my gosh, the word equipment is a Christ Father combo. Father gets the mint, Christ gets the front. This is really beautiful because equipment, yeah, that's Christ -9. This is Father -6 in the word equipment. So there's another famous. It's all about playing together. Equipment, Christ Father and powerful playing racquetball. So I would, that equals love Father. Yeah, I could see the love Father in there. Oh yeah, the famous QUT equals Father in a tight package. Very beautiful. There's the famous word quit. Remember the word exit equals Father? QUT also equals Father. This is glaring how racket spelled in this way. I mean, that's flawless for Father. Doesn't matter which way you spell it. It's a 1-2 punch from God again, okay? There's your 3 + 2's, the QET, just like the KET. A Q differs from a K by 6 points, so that's the only difference. And then they inject this U. It's so easy how it just keeps paralleling Father. Amazing. And so this just goes up 27 points on the other spelling of racket. You can pop off the RACE, and you're left with Father, QUT. Is that the only way you can find Father in this word racket as spelled this way? Oh, there's another way, RCQT. What's interesting to me about that is you've literally just removed the vowels and left Father perfectly behind. Amazing. Now, one of my favorite things with the word racket, again, yeah, when you pluralize it, if you spell it rackets, then you get Father, the star, bookends, and then, yeah, enough said. Racket, ball, love, Father. Okay, so we solve. Oh yeah, so Penn is Father. It's always Ectalon. Wilson is Christ. That's hilarious. Okay. Alright. I'm going to read some, report after.